Hey friends, today I'm gonna do my June TBR. So today I'm gonna talk about everything that I am definitely planning to read in June. I was gonna say I tried to keep the month open, but really I didn't. I have 9 books on my TBR, so that's not really true. It's probably gonna be another month where this is gonna be like the physical books that I read, and then I'm gonna read a bunch more audiobooks, but I never really plan my audiobook reads because I just see whatever gets in from the library. But I wish that I could read more things from my backlist TBR. That's why I was gonna say I try to keep my TBR open, but I don't think that I will read any more physical books plus the 9 ones that I already have on this list. So, but these are the 9 ones that I definitely plan on reading in June. I am not doing a Pride Month TBR, but I'm gonna read queer books, a lot of queer books as always, and yeah, I'm just gonna get into it. So the first book that I have is Last Bus to Everland by Sophie Cameron. This is an ARC that I have. It comes out June, well, it's already out in the UK, and I think it comes out in the US on June 18th, I want to say. So I hope to have a review up for that actually Friday when you're watching this, I think. So yeah, hopefully review on Friday for this. I read Out of the Blue by Sophie Cameron and really enjoyed it, and this sounds really interesting. I think it is also queer. I think it might have a male romance, but I'm not 100% sure about it, and it is like a portal fantasy book. I'm not really sure what to expect. I'm not really sure how much fantasy to expect from this novel, because Out of the Blue, the fantasy element was like very toned down. Like it was in our world, but like not really explained, just kind of something that was like there to like spice up the plot. So I'm not really sure how much this is gonna go into it, but I am really excited because I did really like Out of the Blue and it just sounds really good. Then I have The Latest Guide to Celestial Mechanics by Olivia Waite. This is an adult romance, oh my god, I can't. It's an adult historical romance with a female relationship in it, and oh my god, I am just so excited for this book. I hope it's everything, because I really have been enjoying the adult historical romances that I've been reading, and I keep requesting more at my library. So the fact that there is one with a female romance and I got an ARC of it, my heart is very happy. This comes out June 25th. It comes out the week after Last Bus to Everland, so I think that's June 25th, and I also hope to have a review for that one. But I am just, I'm so excited to dive into this one, and I'm so glad that I got accepted for an ARC. Then I have An Impossible Distance to Fall by Miriam McNamara. This I think comes out in the first week of July. I am still a little bit scared to pick this up because I really didn't enjoy Miriam McNamara's The Unbinding of Mary Read. But I said this before, I'm also very ready to give this author another chance. This is another YA historical fiction with a female romance. I'm not really sure if this is also based on a true historical person like The Unbinding of Mary Read was. I think it is, but I really don't remember the details. I am excited, but I'm really trying to go into it with like lowish expectations, just so that I won't be fucked over again. So we'll see about that. Then I have Wild and Crooked by Leah Thomas. This already came out, but I didn't get to reading my ARC before the release, so now I am so excited to read it. I want to get to the other ARCs first because I want to make sure that I have my reviews for those up in time, and then I'm going to get to Wild and Crooked, but I just cannot wait for this one. I've talked about this before, definitely, but I know that it is a book that has some kind of mystery element. It is a friendship between... now I'm not sure. I know there's a pan character. I think it's a pan boy and a lesbian girl, or is it a pan girl and a gay guy? Yikes. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything. I just know that it is not a friendship. I just know that it is a friendship between 2 queer people. I know one of them has a chronic illness as well. I don't know. I know it's pretty long for a contemporary, and I feel like books that are friendship based work really well for me when they are long. So I totally think, like, if I were to make a 5-star predictions video right now, I could totally put this book on there. I totally get a vibe from it that I could absolutely love this and give this 5 stars. I don't know why. I don't really have any proof to base that on. So I don't know if that's actually going to happen, and I won't be disappointed if it's not what happens, but I just have some strong vibes, and I really, really hope that I love it as much as I think I will. Then I want to reread Of Fire and Stars by Audrey Colthurst, and then read my arc of Ice and Shadows. I couldn't find my physical copy of Fire and Stars, but I have it somewhere in some box. I just really want to make sure that I read my arc of Ice and Shadows as soon as possible, because I am so excited for this. I absolutely loved Audrey Colthurst's Ink Mistress, and I thought that Of Fire and Stars had a lot of potential, and I was really hoping for a sequel. So the fact that years later we're finally getting that sequel, and then on top of that it is by an author that I came to really adore because of Ink Mistress, I'm just so pumped for it. And I don't want this to be one of those arcs that I kind of forget about until it's like a couple of weeks before release, and then I'm like, oh, now I need to like reread Of Fire and Stars and just like, you know, rush into reading it. I really, really don't want that to happen with this one. And so I thought that I would already plan ahead, which is how you do this, and, you know, read both, like reread Of Fire and Stars and then read Of Ice and Shadows this month, because there's not too many other arcs, so I actually have time for this as well. And yeah, I cannot wait. I'm so excited to see what I think of Fire and Stars, because it was so long, well, it was a couple of years ago, but like back then I didn't read as many queer books yet. I think this must have been like the very first sapphic fantasy that I read, and it was kind of like known for being a sapphic fantasy, like being the only sapphic fantasy out there, kind of. So I think it's going to be really, really interesting to see what I think about this today, because I had some issues with it, and I think it's going to be so interesting. But also I know whatever I think about Of Fire and Stars, I'm gonna be super excited for Of Ice and Shadows. If I enjoy Of Fire and Stars more than I did the last time, it's just gonna be great anyway. If I enjoy it less or just about the same, it's gonna be all the more interesting to see how far Audrey Colthurst has come and how she works with this world and these characters in Of Ice and Shadows. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I absolutely cannot wait. It's gonna be great. And this month I'm actually putting it on my TBR. I'm not gonna be like, I wanna do it. No, I'm putting this on my TBR so that I actually do this. This month I finally want to reread City of Ashes and City of Glass by Cassandra Clare. I talked about this since I reread City of Bones in March, I want to say. I think like every month I mentioned and I want to reread these, and now I actually have my hardcovers here, so I decided to take them off the shelf to show them in this video, and then I'm gonna put them on a spot so that I won't fucking forget. So I decided to just really make space on my TBR this month to reread them, because I don't want there to be too much time between me rereading City of Bones and rereading these. Once I finish this original trilogy, I think it's gonna be fine. I can take a little break and then continue eventually with more Shadowhunter books, but I just really think that I should read these before I forget everything that happened in City of Bones again. And then also, final fucking Lee, I have my copy of The Red Scrolls of Magic by... Why was I confused who it's by for a second? By Cassandra Clare and Wesley Chu. And because I finally have this, and I planned to reread City of Ashes and City of Glass before I read this, because then like time-wise I'm in the right space, I think this is like good pressure as well for me to finally reread those. So yeah, I'm so excited about this one. I was excited about it anyway just because it's a Shadowhunter book, but now I'm actually like, this is a good book because so many of my friends loved it as well. So I really, really hope that this creates the pressure that I need to reread City of Ashes and City of Glass. So yeah, that is everything that I am definitely planning on reading in June, and I hope I will be successful. Last month I didn't get to everything that I planned to read, but I was still very much sticking to my TBR, so I think this month is gonna go well as well. I still have The Unquiet on my little shelf here. I still have Kings on the Wild on there as well, so these TBR jar picks from last month are not forgotten and are definitely gonna have the highest priority if I finish my TBR before the month is over. I also have the Ruined trilogy still on there. Still want to reread the first 2 books to then read the 3rd book. So these are books that are kind of on my seasonal TBR, you could say, and whenever I have time to stuff more books in, or I find myself not being in the mood for something that is on my actual planned TBR, these are definitely always there waiting for me. And yeah, let me know about your June TBR. Are you going to do like a whole Pride TBR where you only read queer books in the month? Or are you just trying to like read more queer books this month? Just let me know in the comments down below. I make new videos every Wednesday and Sunday with occasional reviews on Friday. So click subscribe to never miss anything and hit the little bell so you get notified as well. And thank you so much for watching. I guess I'll see you soon. Bye!